Right.
Look, we look at this Dolphins offense, and it's just not the same rank without Tua Tagovailoa there.
To put it mildly.
Like, a lot of people immediately were like, I'm off of the Jalen Waddle train.
Absolutely.
But we were all like, hey, we're still starting Tyreek Hill. But are we still starting Tyreek Hill? Like, are we?
May I do a walk and talk?
Please do.
Do you mind? I'm going to go over here to the board. Remind me which side I'm able to go on, because they're very concerned about my this left. Other left. All right, listen, I want to make sure that my lighting is correct and everything. So we got Tyreek Hill. One of the most troubling aspects of having a player like Tyreek Hill is it's not like having CMC, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. They're out. You don't have to worry about it. You go make your amends and you go out and you just move forward. With Tyreek Hill, there's always a potential of a breakout. Like, all he needs to do is get the ball into his hands. Something dynamic can happen, and it's a conundrum. A lot of people went through this on Thursday night with Kyle Pitts. What are we doing with Kyle Pitts? I know some people were starting him. You sit him, then you sit there with consternation as he goes and blows up on your bench. So it's very difficult with Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle, really easy to put on your bench. I think there are some guys that are pretty automatic. I would even go Terry McLaurin. I think that's a pretty easy one with the way that Jaden Daniels is throwing the football. Go figure, Dan Quinn comes to Washington, defensive-minded head coach. The defense stinks. The offense is out of control. So Terry McLaurin is a pretty easy one for me. And I know that everybody picked up Dontavian Wicks. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of it, so I'm just going to tell you right now. Okay, fine. Start Dontavian Wicks. We put this poll up on Twitter. A lot of you feel very passionately about this. Go ahead and do what you want to do. I would even say Zay Flowers, who I talked about before, and you look at the matchup, I'm actually going to put Zay Flowers in that one. Again, the Cincinnati Bengals have allowed a top 20 wide receiver 4 times this season. Courtland Sutton with my Denver Broncos. I know, listen, I can't do it. I'm going to have to go below. I've got to have some standards. And Michael Pittman, T. Higgins, I'm going to start one of these guys over him. I'm going back and forth. These two guys are neck and neck. So Michael Pittman for me is actually a sit. Maybe if Joe Flacco ends up being the starting quarterback, I would reconsider. T. Higgins, again, we don't like the matchup with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has a history of not performing well against the Baltimore Ravens, which kind of leaves me on the lurch here because, again, you got the higher upside with Tyreek Hill, but I think T. Higgins might be a little bit more safer. I do think that the Cincinnati Bengals have a little bit of desperation in this one, so I have T. Higgins ahead of that, and you can blow me up on Twitter later on when this all comes back to me. Marcus?